Welcome back to Life in Flowers. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I use calorie counting to get back on track if I've gained a little weight, which is what's happened, and also some strategies that I use to control my calorie budget, and also a different way of looking at a calorie budget that occurred to me, I guess it was about 6 years ago now, and it was just a light bulb moment for me, and it may be interesting for you. But first, I have to get the disclosures out of the way. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a medical professional of any kind. You should probably talk to your doctor before any kind of weight management or weight loss journey. So why should you watch this video at all? Well, I am a person who has been on a diet since 3rd grade. That's my little joke. I say it like a joke, and I do make light of it, but it's not a joke at all. It's absolutely true. I don't know what happened. You know, you look back at my school pictures, here I am, normal kid, and then all of a sudden in 3rd grade, somewhere around there, Chubby Kid who has to shop in the Husky section, which is what they called it back then, around the 70s. I do remember the first time I was aware of it. It was somewhere around the holiday season, and there was a bowl of candy on the table, those melt-away mints. I don't know if you know what those are, but someone suggested that I shouldn't have any because I was chubby. And for better or for worse, my weight conscious journey began then and there. I am like 5'1 3/4", so just short of 5'2", and right now I weigh around 130 pounds. I've been as high as 145 pounds, and in my 20s I got very thin, but that was not a healthy weight loss and was not sustainable, and of course I gained all that weight back. But I have learned a lot over the years, and the subject has become near and dear to my heart. You know, I just embraced it, and it's something I always knew I wanted to share on this channel. So as I mentioned, I've gained some weight, and you know, I do not beat myself up for that anymore. I used to get all down on myself. I don't do that anymore. It doesn't do any good. But what I will do is a little reality check with myself, and I do that by counting calories. I use an app called Lose It right now, but I used to use Daily Plate. They're both great. There's lots of calorie counting apps out there you can use, but you can just use a pen and paper too. I mean, that's what I did before cell phones. But if you've ever used one of these apps, you know how it is. You put in your profile, your age, your sex, your height, and your goals. But here's where I do something a little different. Instead of putting in the weight that I currently am and some goal to lose weight, instead, I put in that I'm the weight that I want to be and set my goal to maintain my weight. This occurred to me as I was messing around with the app about 6 years ago, and it was a light bulb moment for me. Why don't I just do this? This was a fundamental shift in thinking for me, and it had so many benefits that I want to share with you. But first, I have to say something important. If you're farther from your goal weight, this may not be appropriate for you, because a heavier body needs more calories than a lighter weight body just to move around and regular daily activities. You know, the cruel irony of it is that as you lose weight, your body becomes lighter and lighter, and you require fewer and fewer calories. So generally, it is thought to be healthy to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. So if you're a little heavier, the calories that it would take for you to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week might be more than the calories to maintain your goal weight, because you don't want to crash diet. You don't want to lose weight too fast. And if you are farther from your goal weight, don't be discouraged. I find that discouragement is really one of my only enemies, as long as I don't allow myself to get discouraged. And a great thing about if you do need to lose weight or you want to lose weight, you don't have to wait till the end to get your reward. You get your little rewards along the way. One day you just feel a little lighter. You know, another day your clothes are fitting looser. So look for those little rewards and enjoy the journey. I'm definitely not advocating for crash dieting or losing weight too fast. In fact, using your calorie intake for your goal weight to reach your goal weight can be very slow, especially as you get closer and closer to your goal weight. But it's a long game. It's not a short game. And what it does is teaches you how to live. This is what you need to do from now on if you want to be that goal weight. It takes away the temporary idea of dieting, right? Weight management is really not a temporary thing. It's a long-term thing. It's like the dishes, it's never going to be done. So for me, this idea of I'm just going to consume the amount of calories or net the amount of calories, exercise and takes away calories. But anyway, I'm just going to do this. And this is going to teach me how I need to live for the long term, not how to diet for the short term. Using a maintenance calorie budget may or may not appeal to you, but either way, whether you're using a maintenance calorie budget or a calorie budget to lose weight, counting calories can be very eye-opening. For me, it's always a reality check. I can't kid myself. My calorie budget is 1,414 calories a day, and that's the amount of calories to maintain 124 pounds. That's how I have my profile set up right now. I have it that I weigh 124 pounds and I want to maintain my weight. So that budget is 1,414 calories, and I've used a sedentary activity level, which I could probably change now because I'm retired and I do move around a lot more because I'm not sitting at my desk all day, but I'm just going to leave it that way for now. So that's what it is. It's 1,414 calories. And incidentally, the amount to lose weight, the apps, they won't go below 1,200 calories because that's the amount that is thought you need to have at least that many calories to maintain your health. It's not that different. I mean, that's like a martini or a candy bar. So for me, I'm like, I'm done. I'm just going to try to use these 1,400 calories. But anyway, you can see here why I weigh 130. It's not because something's wrong with me. It's not because I'm postmenopausal. It's because I'm eating more calories than 124 pounds requires, and I'm doing it on a consistent basis. So the fact is, as a middle-aged woman, I just don't get to eat that many calories, and that's probably the same for you, depending on how tall you are. You get a little more if you're taller, and less if you're shorter. But anyway, I don't mean to be depressing. There's lots of ways to make weight management doable, and like I said, I've embraced it. One of the things that's really helpful for me is to pre-plan my meals, do cooking, get food ready, and kind of see what my 1,400 calories a day looks like and get used to it. Start setting up some patterns that you can repeat even if you're not counting your calories every day. So this is what 1,414 calories, this is actually 1,400 calories, but this is an example of what it looks like for me. This was very typical when I was working, and I keep referring to when I was working because I don't have a new normal right now, except going into my husband's office and grazing candy out of his candy dish. That's my new normal, so I have to change that. In an ideal world, I would cook all my own food from scratch. It would all be organic. There'd be butterflies and rainbows, and that would be wonderful, but that's not always the reality. So I have used prepackaged foods before, and these are really handy. For example, here is an Amy's burrito. This is a vegetarian option, and it's nice because the calories are right on the back, so you can see how many calories they are and you don't have to guess. This is a lean cuisine comfort food. This is 5 cheese rigatoni. It's got 360 calories. Incidentally, these are also great for portion control if you're not used to portion control, because that's another really big thing. Probably make another video about it, but this is 360 calories. I'm just gonna, oh, it looks really big on the camera, but it's not that big. It's like, really? That's 360 calories? Okay. But what I would do is I would use one of these, and there's lots and lots of options. They have Atkins options or vegan options, vegetarian options. There's lots of options out there, but they're handy because they're pre-portioned out for you. And then I would just add a big green salad that's lightly dressed, and that would be pretty satisfying. But you can customize this any way you want. For example, here are some calories in a McDonald's hamburger. And, you know, I'm not advocating that you run out and eat a lot of fast food, but I'm just saying this is customizable. It's doable. Look at some of the calories in these hamburgers are less than the calories in my salad. So find a pattern and find some meals that you know stick within your calorie budget and make it work for you. Counting your calories for some time and pre-planning some meals, getting some meals down that you know that you like and that are working for you is really helpful. And you kind of start establishing these patterns. Even for when you're not counting every day, you know what it looks like and also what it feels like. Because something I've noticed is that if I'm full all day and I'm not letting myself get hungry for even a short amount of time, I'm probably eating too many calories. Also, exercise. Exercise is crucial for me. I'm not a bird eater. I never have been. I love food. So I use exercise a lot in maintaining my calorie budget. And I love exercising. So I'm really lucky that way. Find something that you love. You could dance around the living room to some 80s music. That's one of my favorites. Walking, gardening, running around with your grandkids, whatever it is. And the apps can be really helpful here too, because it's motivational for me. I know that if I go for an hour walk, I can plug that into my app and 200 calories wipes right out of there. Or like the elliptical really seems to burn a lot of calories. So I did that for an hour today and 300 calories gone. So this subject has ended up being near and dear to my heart. As I said, I've embraced it. And I could talk about a lot more things, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that for this video. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comment section. And I'm also really interested to hear what you think about this idea of using your maintenance calories to reach your goal weight, even if it does take a little longer. So thank you again for watching.